So I want to talk about a big one today, and this might be like a multiple part video, and that is dreams. Alright, so to start off, I have been lucid dreaming, vividly dreaming a lot more lately, and I've been keeping a dream journal for quite some time now. Let me get it. So, also another thing, I've been remembering my dreams a lot more lately too. That's a big thing too. Usually like some nights I don't remember my dreams, but lately every single night I'm on point, you know? So, since the last time I've talked about dreams, I believe I only had two lucid dreams. Since then I've had three more lucid dreams. Now, the other day I was discussing lucid dreams with some of my friends. But to start off, let me tell you about my dream. Hey Jose, let me tell you about this most recent lucid dream. So, it was brought to my attention that I be intergalactically traveling. I be interdimensionally traveling. Let me just not get ahead of myself. So, this dream, I was in my friend's room, and I was supposed to see him the next day, right? But in my dream, I was already in his room. It was dark. I believe we were watching TV because the LCD was illuminating his face. He was wearing all black. He was laying on his bed, and he was like leaning on his left side, and I was. So this is him, this is me, right? And I don't remember, we were definitely having a conversation of some sort, but I don't remember. But all I remember from that part is I'm like, hold on, let me check the time. So there's a digital alarm clock. I turn it over this way, and the circuitry's all messed up. Like I can't tell the time. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm dreaming. And then boom, this part is a little hard to describe, but it's like, think of tunnel vision, you know? And in some video games, I forget this one exact video game, but basically it's like a tunnel vision. You're like going, like focusing very, very fast. It's hard to explain. If you've ever seen Undone, it's like that. It's like a kind of like a vortex, just like a force, like sucking you into the next vision, the next dimension. It's a little hard for me to explain, but it's just like this fast force that just sucks me to the next reality, I guess. And next thing I know, I'm in my bed waking up, but I'm still in my dream. Now to me, I feel like that was the higher consciousness, the force of the things that cannot be explained, knowing that I was aware that I was in my dream and I was about to find shit out, like being aware that I was like, so let me explain something to you. When I lucid dream, right, or when I catch on that I'm in a dream, I feel my consciousness transfer into the dream, into that vessel, that body in my dream, if that makes any sense. And I become very aware. I'm like very, very, my third eye is very, very, very there, very active. And I'm just like, my consciousness is just in my dream. Like I am literally there. Like my consciousness is in my dream, right? So I feel like it is aware, my energy, my soul, I guess if you want to say that, is present in the dream. So it pushes me into my room to trick me to think I woke up, but really I'm still sleeping, right? And I wake up and my partner was like in this reality, my partner was sleeping over. So, and he usually wakes up before me, and he usually like, you know, up and about, and I'm still in my bed asleep. In my dream, it was the same thing. I woke up in my bed. My partner was standing right here in this room. And for some reason, you see where my door is? For some reason, there is like a big ass cheap ass black board, wooden board, laying right here, and that was normal in that dream. I don't know why I had that board sitting there, but it was normal in that reality. I knew it was there. I was aware it was there, and it was like completely normal. It would not be normal in this reality, but he was standing right here. He see me wake up, and he goes, "I love you," and then so on and so forth. The next scene in my dream, the next scene in my dream, I was at a pool party. It was night. There was like 3 things going on. There was like a pool. Okay, so this was the glass door. There's like a jacuzzi over here, and then there's a big ass pool over there. And then I remember it was like a party, and then someone mentioned that there's a jacuzzi outside. I'm like, what? There's a jacuzzi outside? I run outside, and I'm fully clothed. I was wearing a maroon t-shirt and like knee-high spandex, and I don't be wearing spandex in this reality at least, but in my dream I was wearing that, and I went in fully clothed, and I just remember thinking like, I'll dry quick, I'm wearing spandex. But I went in the jacuzzi. There's like 4 or 5 other people there. They're having conversation and stuff. When I got out, that's when I had that thought. I'm like, I remember getting out of the jacuzzi, walking back to the glass door to go inside. It was cold. It wasn't summer. It was like windy. It was cold. And I remember thinking like, I'm gonna dry off fast. I'm in spandex, you know? And then I remember I was not the only one who went in fully clothed. So that was my most recent lucid dream. That actually happened like, what's today? That happened like last night, actually. Time moves so fast. Then the second lucid dream, I don't really feel like explaining the whole thing, but I did have a second lucid dream. But let me just tell you, this second lucid dream I had, I forget how I became aware I was dreaming, but I became lucid, and then I noticed everyone in that reality in my dream was unaware it was a dream. So I just kind of went along with the script, you know? I didn't question anything. I didn't like fly. I didn't try to go to the moon this time. I just kind of acted out my life in my dream, you know? And in my dream, I was in a polygamous ass relationship. I had 2 girlfriends and 1 boyfriend, right? And the one girlfriend was definitely my main. She was my rada. And it's weird because, it's not weird, but I remember feeling the different type of love I had for all of my partners, and like how strong my love was, how much love, the type of love I had for my partners. And the strongest, the strongest connection I had was with this girl, my girl partner. And she was very, very short, very, very skinny, but she was healthy. She had a body, and she was wearing a crop top maroon shirt, and she was wearing leggings. And I just realized this is kind of a recurring outfit in my dream. Anyway, and she had long, very long, straight brown hair, and that was my boo thing. That was my baby. That was my rider. I have no idea who she is in this life, but that was her. That was the one. Whoever she was, that was the one. And I kind of just acted out my day in the dream. It was like seemingly normal, but it wasn't normal, you know? Like, people I knew in real life were in my dream, and they like lived next to each other, which would not be happening in this reality, you know? But anyway, ever since I had that dream with the polyamorous relationship, I realized, like, when people be saying, like, you are in a movie, you are acting out a script. For example, me raising my hand right now, I think this is my left brain controlling this hand rising right now. No, it's not. It's a part of the script. What if, for say, let me put this perspective on you. You are a video game character, and you are, for example, you're player 1 in this video game, and somebody up above us, the highest one, you know, whatever you want to call it, God, whatever you want to say, is controlling it with the video game controller. Say A is to make me look up. I mean, you know, like the joystick is to make me look up, down, around. This joystick is to make you walk. This one's to make me do this, you know? Ever since I had that dream, that lucid dream, I realized how true that statement was. Like, firsthand, I experienced it. I know how it sounds. I know it sounds weird. Firsthand, I experienced that shit. And back to me saying, like, my friend who I was discussing lucid dreams with was telling me, like, yo, you'll be, like, literally intergalactically, interdimensionally traveling in your dreams. Like, you literally go into the dimension. You literally go into the realm. Because when I tried to explain to him, like, yo, isn't that feeling of the rush of consciousness is cool? He didn't know what I was talking about. It's like, I don't feel that. I think you'd, like, literally be going into your dreams. I'm like, me too. Because what do I be saying all the time? You are energy. You don't die. You do not die. Your energy just transmutes. That is exactly what's going on when I be lucid dreaming. My energy transmutes into my dream. Like, yeah, people have dreams where they can control everything, but are you actually there? Do you actually feel your presence, your essence in your dream, if that makes any sense? Now, ever since he told me that he can't relate to what I'm saying, that transfer of consciousness, the way I explained it to him, like, so for example, when you go to sleep, that transition of into this waking state, into your dream state, that transition of consciousness. So for example, when I lucid dream, from when I go from the waking state to the dream state to the lucid state into the realm of my dream state, right? And why I be saying dream so much is because this reality right now is also a dream. Okay? Now I could really go on and on and on and on and on and on about this, but let me explain something really quick. These concepts, these theories, my beliefs, my opinions, all come from experience. I realize how this sounds. I know some people will get me, some people won't. Some people won't follow me, some people will subscribe to me. That's cool, whatever floats your boat, whatever you believe in at the end of the day. I remember I was talking to this lady. I was having a very intimate conversation with this elder, and she was telling me how she was abused as a child, and I'm like, yo, can I tell you something? I was also abused as a child, and happens to know she knows my parents, so, you mean? And she was telling me how she kind of started to heal and get over it. And she was telling me, by God, not by the God I believe in or the God you may believe in, but she's Christian, so she believes that Jesus was a real person. She believes that Satan and God are separate entities. Light and dark do not mix. She believes they're external, you know, and that is great. I'm very happy that she has found her faith. I'm very happy she found her hope, a way to cope and heal. It's just that I'm not bashing what she believes in. It's just like, I don't believe in the same thing. I believe God and the devil are external personalities you created for yourself, because at the end of the day, I believe God and the devil is within you. It is you. She does not believe that, but to me, I believe she just created external personalities for her higher self and her lower self, however terms people understand it, you know. And I told her at the end of the day, all religion basically teaches the same thing, the golden rule, which is do unto others as you wish to be done unto, right? So anyway, that I'm going off track here, but I was telling her a dream I had about, oh, that just reminded me I have to call someone, but Elliot dream, you see things, you see like detachable. Elliot dream, you see things, you see like detachable. I gotta look into that. I don't quite know what you mean by Elliot dream. Is that, let me Google that right now. Is that like somebody's name or is that a thing? Because I never heard of that. I understand what you're saying in that second part. You see things that you're detachable. I know what you're saying there. Because sometimes I be dreaming and I'm like, it's in third person sometimes. But like, and it's also the first person too, like at the same time. So, what does Elliot dream mean? Oh, this is from Mr. Robot. Oh, I've been trying to get into this show, but I never did. So it says, what does Elliot's dream mean? The house he cannot remember, his house, the girl he can't remember, his sister Darlene, she whistles the same tune. However, I do think that the entire sequence was Elliot's conscious manifest. By the way, dreams are really just your subconscious. So also by keeping track of my dreams and lucid dreaming, I've really been accessing a lot of my subconscious lately. And excuse me while I clip this hair on camera. Excuse me. It's bothering me, okay? Anyway. But yeah, I've really been paying attention, like trying to see the bigger picture of my dreams and access my subconscious. You know, so he was afraid that he was in fact all alone and everyone would leave him, that he could trust nobody. Even his favorite fish was eaten by his best friends. That's a bad drawing. His desires were surface level and Angela said she lied to him. The key was not fitting to him. He awakes, he started when he sees no one. He starts crying, saying he's all alone until Robot shows up and says he isn't. Ironic. Powerful. Alright, what does this little caption say? Elliot's dream, you see things. You see like detachable. Okay, I get a better understanding what you say now. I really gotta look into this. Definitely gonna look into this after I get off here. But yes, I'm just so fascinated by dreams. I love dreams. I could talk about dreams all day. But I'm actually like really tired right now. But mind over matter, you mean? But I've really been thinking a lot about my dreams, analyzing my dreams. Like if I show you my dream journal, like this was to yesterday's night shifts. I had, you know what's funny? You know, 369, I just realized I usually remember 3 scenes in my dream. Lately, I've been remembering 3 scenes in my dream. This is one scene, another scene, another scene. And then, anyway. So, like in sequences, you know, 1 sequence, 2 sequence, 3, anyway. So, what was I gonna say after that? Damn, I forget. Wow, it was kind of important. But oh yeah, so another way I found out that you can remember your dreams a lot more vividly is if you read before you go to bed. And I was telling my friend who I was discussing the lucid dreams with, I was like, yo, lately I've been remembering my dreams a lot more vividly and like actually been remembering my dreams. I wonder why. And he's like, you know, if you read before bed, that really helps because when you read, you envision it in your imagination, you know? Excuse me, you're creating that in your mind. So I'm like, I have been reading a lot lately before I go to bed. I just finished a whole book, actually. That's why. Oh. By the way, I do want to read that book to you. It is in my car. I'll do that in another video. But that book I was reading in my spirit video, I finished that book. It's a very good book. And that was also talking about dreams. It was saying, basically, you know that quote saying like, if you take a fire, imagine the fire as happiness. If you light a candle, think of the candles as people. If you light a candle with the fire, the flame will not deteriorate. It's a Buddhist quote. I gotta do the whole other video on that, but hopefully you get the gist of that. But yeah, I just really had to share them dreams with y'all. My 2 most recent lucid dreams. Like I could go in a lot more detail with the polyamorous one, but like I'm a little bit burnt right now at the moment, so maybe later. But to summarize everything I just said, doing this has made me realize and step into my power more, realize who I am in this vessel, you know. It's just been a very amazing spiritual, physical journey, and you know, the journey is the destination, man. But yeah, I'm really tired. I think I'm gonna just do a second part to this. I think I'm gonna make dreams like a whole separate category, because I could really go on and on about this. So for right now, I'm gonna end it. But that being said, I was gonna summarize it. That being said, pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to your dreams, for they are creating your reality. Do you know what I mean? Gotta eat your greens. Yeah. Alright. I love y'all because I love myself. Keep expanding.